Welcome everybody, I'm the Greek DeFi Guru here with another video for you. I want to start off by saying I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is my own opinion, should be taken for entertainment purposes only. Me and Atlas are just two creators giving you our opinions on things. Atlas is the creator of the Eco Warriors NFT line. And I just want to start off by saying, imagine a future where projects are brought together, a future where true game-changing innovation exists, a future where hodlers are rewarded as well as creators. Well, this is the future, and the future is the Eco Warriors NFT. Now, without any further ado, here's the creator, the man with the plan, Crypto Atlas.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me, man.
Oh, it's great to be here. First time doing this, so I might be rusty. I've never interviewed somebody live. This is new territory for the Greek. But how's your day going?
It's going good, man. And by the way, if you're rusty, I actually got some good news. I got some oil somewhere around here. Might take me some time to find it, but we'll take care of that later. I'm doing good. I hope you're having a good day.
Oh, I'm having a great day. Every day we hodl crypto or we talk about DeFi is a great day for the Greek. I mean, worked 10 hours today, did a video from the parking lot. I'm having a great day. It's just amazing. 104 degrees in the car. My phone died halfway through the video because it was too hot.
Oh, geez.
Shut off on me. Yeah, great Chicago weather we have.
Yeah, I'm over here in Los Angeles. It's pretty hot today, too. Yesterday, I think it was 96. I don't know what it is today. I've been indoors all day.
Man.
Got my
Somebody asked me to golf today. I'm like, hell no. You can't get me to golf in 98 degrees.
Virtual golf, man. Wii Sports. Take it back.
Oh, that's doing some work. So, first things first, Eco Warriors NFT. What is it? The elevator pitch. Give us the basic pitch of Eco Warriors.
The most basic pitch? Sure. So Eco Warriors is an NFT line on the Binance Smart Chain. It's going to be 10,000 limited edition for its run. And the goal here is to help bridge various crypto communities together, help elevate them, and provide passive income rewards and other utilities for NFT holders. Essentially evolving the NFT space to the next generation of what it should be and what it's capable of.
Yeah, I've heard many people in the NFT space go, well, why can't I just print that artwork out? What makes it so valuable? And I'm like, it's hard to explain to people who don't get it. It's like the biggest NFT thing. Like I tried to explain it to my dad. It was like talking nonsense to him.
Well, see, so that's the incredible thing. Sorry to interrupt you. The incredible thing is with NFTs that because they're digital, you have the capabilities of including code behind it. So like a software, right? Now you can print out an image that's tied to a video game or something, but the actual software that's behind making that game, that's all built off of code. So when you look at traditional NFTs, yes, that's been a common problem. And that's one of the problems that I looked at with this line. And I said, how can I help solve this problem? That idea that you can right click an NFT, save it to your computer, and like, I didn't even have to pay anything for it. Why would I spend any money when I could just right click and save? And that's a common occurrence, right? Because of the fact that when you look at an NFT, one of the ways it's been described is like a treasure map. The image itself that you're getting, that digital image, it's being hosted on a web server somewhere. So you owning that blockchain address is telling you where the location of that image is, right? That's what you have as the NFT holder. It's telling you where the location of the image is, and then it visually displays it for people. But because people can see the treasure, they don't really need the treasure map. And that's why they're like, well, I can right click and save it. Now, there are some circumstances with copyright, for example, where people can say like, oh, look, I own such and such crypto. But from a more legal standpoint, no, not really. But overall, the NFT market space, combining words here, market space and marketplace, right? It's my Pisces mind working.
I'm a Pisces too.
Oh, there you go. So if I see you slurring words, then I'll just blame it on your being in Pisces also. Good news is that we're very creative, right? But apparently I'm also getting sidetracked on this. But anyways, so my point is that the beautiful thing with NFTs is because of the coding elements. And so the way that I looked at this problem said, hey, we just have digital art. I said, how can we leverage sort of mechanics of what you do with tokens And instead of me just making my own token for this project, and the fact that, I have what to offer. I'm an experienced crypto influencer on YouTube. I built up an audience because of that, and I've learned a lot of things along the way over the years that deals with crypto, and I help share this information with the community, right? That's one of the things that I feel, okay, I've got some experience behind myself. I've also sold 4 different NFTs independently. And I said, I like doing digital art. And I think that I have something that I can evolve to help actually bring multiple crypto projects together and have them communicate. So that's kind of where the word eco warriors came from. It's a play on the art style, which is like an ecosystem, um, lots of different elements of nature, and then that of an economy, because we're dealing with money.
It's crazy you brought up that. I was going to ask you what the name meant and how you came up with the name because and is the profile picture one of the NFTs? Is that like the style of art that we can expect?
Yes, that's correct.
Perfect.
And we are very close to finalizing the website. When the website is up, you can see some more sample images. So there's a couple different elemental types: fire, there's water, there's I actually had to reduce down a couple of the types. There's gas. I had wood and air before, but because we're trying to keep things limited to 10,000, it's too many combinations from a mathematical standpoint. So like, all right, I want to have some variations here for hairstyles and things like that, right? So you got also neon. So essentially that's representative of light, and its terminology will be called lux. So I used a lot of, I believe it was Latin terminology for most of these when I looked them up. But
Perfect.
overall, it was like, okay, what sounds good, so that when you have that little tagline that says what the properties are for your NFT, that it sounds good. And then you can use these NFTs in potentially future partnerships. For example, if people build out video games, metaverses, things like that, they build out, I don't know, trading card games or something. If this can have a partnership that's there, those properties already have a nice little name to them that kind of gives it that jingle.
Perfect. And I really like how holding the NFT earns you passive income. And it's first of its kind. And I know a lot of people are going to struggle with that and how that works, how that operates, and what goes on with that and how that all works. I don't know the coding behind all that, but all I know is it's amazing. And I've never seen an NFT do that.
Well, thank you. I will say this. The idea of an NFT providing passive income, that's not a new idea. That is something that has fairly recently, we've started to see it evolve a little bit more. But the key thing that I'm trying to provide here is scalability and the relationships. So what you typically will see is a crypto project will come out with their own NFT line, personal NFT line. That is a one-to-one relationship. What I've done is, because I'm an influencer, I have had a little bit more experience talking with various projects and building the relationships with some of these projects, the staff members, etc. So that opens doors a little bit better for me to be able to pitch these kinds of things and to have a little bit more of a reputation. I can understand if somebody that no one knows who they are, just some random person comes on, knocks on your door and is like, hey, can you do this with my project? A lot of people might be like, I don't know if I can really trust you. I'm trying to show that because of my track record that I have that trust factor, and I have even taken additional steps with my project through a couple different things to validate that trust, that if people do come in with this NFT project, there's certain principal designs built into the actual project that makes people feel safe with their investment.
And I really love this that you partnered with Glow and Metabusd. Those are two great projects and a great start, great backing to have because they are reputable. People know them, and I think that gives the NFT line some instant backing one from the start.
Literally,
Yeah, because a lot
literal
of people
backing.
see an NFT line and they're like, "Oh, another YouTuber shilling stuff." And no, we're not trying to shill. I can assure you, we do this because we love what we do. And why make these relationships if you can't utilize these relationships for good? And it just it was good to see that you partnered with Glow and MetaBSD to start, and hopefully a lot of more amazing projects in the future. It's can go anywhere from here.
Well, I'll just say this. You said to start. Yes, Glow Token and Metabusd coin are two cryptocurrency partners. These are official partners. I mean, Glow Token is my main partner. They're the bread and butter that's built into the smart contract. Metabusd has a function support that's there as well. And what we're looking to do is we have 10,000 NFTs to mint. After those 10,000 NFTs are minted, we will know exactly how many are in existence of each rarity of common, uncommon, rare, super rare, and legendary. Those are the 5 different rarities that you can have. The rarities are dependent upon the combinations of element types. So because I mentioned that you have fire, water, you've got gas, the light, etc., right? So because of those, if you have an NFT that you mint and all 5 of those traits are, let's say, Lux, you have a legendary. It's extremely rare, the probability of acquiring an NFT that has all 5 of the same attributes. But we can quantify because of coding. This is where the evolution in my NFTs really comes into play. Because before, you would look at NFTs and say, hey, the trading value, if I buy it and I want to resell it, is dependent upon the rarity, right? Now, with my project, because I have multiple partnerships, we can add utilities. Utilities can require actual funding, but some of the utilities, they don't require any money at all. It's more of a community-driven aspect. Just a simple little example could be, let's say you own one of my NFTs and you're in the Glow Token Discord. Maybe you end up having an extra role. So you get that little perk benefit as a member of their Discord community to show off. And we've seen this in history with Discord. People like to go in and there's certain events that take place. And it's like, well, you got that little window of time to be able to get that role, right? And after you got that role and that time frame is done, that's it. But people stay in the community and people look at them. It's like, oh, wow. So you part of this thing that was here. So that's just one example of a utility that doesn't actually require capital that we can apply to this. And when you apply it to the rarities, you quantify true value. Having a legendary, for example, has more utilities with it. So that means it is quite literally more valuable than that of, say, a common, because the common won't get all of the same utilities. There will still be benefits to anyone that comes in, even if they get it on a common level. And that's one of the great things that I'm trying to provide here is to say, hey, don't worry. If you mint it and you don't get super lucky, you still have something that's a great asset to hold, as well as a great asset that provides value to someone else if you want to trade it to them.
Now, a question I had asked from somebody was, there's rare, there's, like you were saying, the ultra rares, and then the commons. Is the passive income the same regardless of which one you hold?
Initially, everything is looking to be the same. Now, depending upon which partners we finalize, I've had many conversations with a lot of different crypto projects behind the scenes for the last several months before we actually made this official announcement of the project here recently. So because of some of the future partnerships, we might have an opportunity that's there to be able to provide additional passive income rewards, whether that be in the form of, let's say, an airdrop. It could be something where people can log in through their wallet connect on a dashboard and claim manually those rewards, right? So if it adds up, it builds up over time, essentially through like reflectionary models, something in that nature, then you can choose as the NFT holder when you want to be able to opt into participating with those things. So that in itself is something that I'm looking to explore. But as it is right now, the design that we have, all 10,000 NFT holders will receive passive income. And part of this will be dependent upon the trading value of the NFTs, meaning that if someone else was to, after mint, because the mint is just going to be the same price across the board, everyone would pay the same amount. Doesn't matter if you get a legendary or you get a common. That's a roll of the dice because of just how the algorithm is combining everything together, right? But after all of that is said and done, everyone still gets the same amount of passive income from the mint. After that, if you trade it back onto the marketplace, let's say for $5,000, well, because somebody is acquiring it for a $5,000 price, because of our design model, that is now going to provide, based on market standards, very high probability chance of more earned rewards passively for that new holder than the previous holder, right? So it's kind of like, do you want to give up these rewards that you're earning with the NFT? And if you do give it up, somebody better give you a good offer, because they're going to be overtaking those earned rewards. Hence the likelihood of these NFTs actually being sold again for higher prices.
Yeah, it just goes with everything in the passive income space, like the power of holding and just every day knowing you're collecting. It's some people just don't understand it, but I tell people what I make a day just passively, and they're like, "How do you do that?" And I'm like, "It's easy," but they don't get it. So it's good to have a project like this. And how is that percentage broken down with the partners now?
Okay, so as it is right now, I'm actually in talks. Hopefully, I can finalize things in the near future, but we might have a third partner announced here in the very near future. Now, if that takes place, we will adjust a little bit the percentages. But here's the thing. The listed price of the NFTs will be $500. That's flat, okay? When you buy the NFT, 25% of the purchase through the smart contract will go and buy Glow token. Now, Glow token, for those people that don't know, it's a BUSD reflection token. So based on trading volume, the more trading volume that takes place, the more BUSD that is accumulated because of the percentages that are allocated from Glow token towards that BUSD. So that 25% purchase goes back to you. So Greek DeFi Guru, if you bought the NFT, approximately we're talking like $125 gets put into a buy order through the smart contract for Glow token and gets sent back to your personal wallet. And there's two main functions of why this is important. One is because it's going to provide passive income to you. So not only do you acquire the NFT, which will provide additional utilities outside of this aspect, right? We're just talking about the passive income side right now. The second element is that because of the partnership with Glow token, we have a rewards pool wallet. They are actually providing 1 trillion tokens themselves that will go into this rewards wallet. That will be locked, not by me. That's going to be locked by their team.
Okay.
So I don't have the access to be able to tap in and magically sell it and rug pull anyone, right? So when I was talking earlier about the whole security aspect, this is one of the main key elements that I'm talking about here. Now, because it's in the rewards wallet, although we can't touch that set of tokens, we can leverage the BUSD that rewards wallet gives. So the question is, well, what do we do with that BUSD? We reinvest it back into the partner communities. So because of the fact Glow token is a partner, the fact that Metabusd coin is a partner, we can take that BUSD and alternate it and put a buy order in once a week into the market to acquire those tokens. So that helps bring the price up because there's a buy order, right?
Yes.
But then we're taking that out of circulating supply, almost like as if you send it to a burn wallet. But we don't have to send it to the burn wallet. By sending it to the rewards wallet, we still get the leverage of the BUSD earnings. So trading volume of buying the NFTs creates volume for the crypto projects, which are BUSD reflections. And remember, those stablecoin earnings are dependent upon trading volume. So we are creating utility for multiple crypto projects, right? We're creating that medium as a form of utility through the trade. And by purchasing this, it helps raise the crypto community projects. It helps raise the value of the tokens you just received. If you just bought an NFT, you get Glow token that's sent to you, for example, then guess what? The price of Glow token goes up because there was a buy order. Someone else buys an NFT, there's another buy order, and it's all handled through the smart contract. But it gets even better. So that 25% that you get back, if you don't want that Glow token anymore, you can always sell it, right? So even though you're paying $500 for the NFT, and we're not even touching on the other utilities yet, we're just talking about the passive income side, 25% of that purchase, which we're talking about roughly $125, puts in the buy order. It has its normal fee transaction that it does, and then you receive that back. You hold on to that Glow token. Passively, you're getting BUSD earnings.
It's so powerful. And then I just have to throw this in there because I am a fan of Glow. They do have daily lotteries and a 10,000 BUSD lottery when they their pool hits 10,000, their lottery pool. So you would qualify for that just by buying one of these NFTs. So you have many more opportunities to make more money in
Yep.
Glow.
That's another giveaway.
Yeah.
We have a couple other percentage breakdowns for you as well. Excuse me. So with Glow token of that purchase, 25% buys Glow token, sends it back to you. Then our partnership with Metabusd coin, 10% is going to buy Metabusd coin, and that also gets sent back to you.
Jeez.
Now that Metabusd coin is like Glow token. It's a BUSD reflection token. So you have two different projects that their teams are diligently working on expansion, on utilities, on building out new features and services. They're both very early into the space. One of them is a Safemoon swap partner. Chris for Metabusd coin is highly respected in the space from a lot of developers, right? So when you look at that, you're leveraging the fact that if one community doesn't really get that nice little bull run going on, you have another asset that creates an opportunity to benefit from that. But at the same time, because they're both tied in with my NFTs, every time an NFT gets purchased through this mint, there's a buy order that goes in, it increases trading volume, it increases what's going on over here. Now, because of the partnership with Glow Token, that 1 trillion is locked in the rewards wallet. With Metabusd coin, their partnership with us is a little bit different. So with their partnership, he is allotted 1% of his total supply. 1%. He already looked into this. He broke down the math. He evaluated the pros and the cons. And he said, okay, it looks like we're fine to do this. So that 1% will be airdropped to the NFT holders personally over the course of 1 year. That'll be taking place every 2 weeks. So you buy the NFT, you get Glow Token and Metabusd coin back. Plus, if you hold on to it, you'll actually be gaining more Metabusd coin every 2 weeks. If you trade the NFT to someone else, they pick up where you left off. You would still keep whatever you earned initially, but the next person would actually start gaining that too. So the more Metabusd coin you get, obviously the more BUSD you're going to get based on the trading volume that's taking place with that as well. And then the third one we have for minting is with Safemoon. So I actually ran 2 polls over on the official at Team Eco Warriors. That's the Twitter account for this NFT line, at Team Eco Warriors. I ran 2 polls, and I had a realization yesterday. This is after these polls already took place, right? So the overwhelming majority of people that voted said that they want the 15% of the mint that I said goes towards Safemoon to be sent to the burn wallet. Now, I chose to show support for Safemoon. I didn't have to. I thought about it. I'm like, you know, I've covered a lot of Safemoon on my channel before. I've tried showing a ton of support for the project. There's other things I've done behind the scenes. You know, some people know about these things. I'd say most people don't. But I've done other things behind the scenes to try and show support in protecting the Safemoon community, etc. So with this 15%, I said, if we can contribute with my NFT line and include Safemoon, even though they're not an official partner, Glow Token, Metabusd coin, they are both official partners. Safemoon is just something that I wanted to just do. So that 15% to buy, the realization yesterday was, wait a second. If you buy the NFT, the whole goal here is I'm trying to show the power of passive income through my NFTs. It's one of the main aspects, right? So like I thought, wouldn't it make sense if somebody buys the NFT that they get Safemoon sent back to them, just like they do with the Glow token and the Metabusd coin? So you're receiving a large percentage of your initial purchase back in these cryptos. And Safemoon is a reflectionary token, right? Plus, you think about it, we're getting closer and closer potentially to the exchange, to the blockchain, and there's lots of elements that suggest that we might start to see a strong run for Safemoon. If people were able to get that in the near future from my NFT purchases, it could be a great return on investment. So I'm weighing a lot of different things with this project. But the reality is, Greek DeFi, right? Imagine you put your vote in saying that, yeah, I want the Safemoon to be sent to the burn wallet.
That's what.
But then you had no plans to actually buy my NFT. You just thought that, well, the other people that buy the NFT, it'd be nice that they're helping out me who owns Safemoon right now because it reduces down the supply. And we don't see a lot of projects that are actually just straight up burning Safemoon. But let's say you voted on it and you said, yeah, I want it to be burnt. Well, we could still keep the mechanic where the Safemoon gets sent to you personally. And then if you're like, well, you know, now that I actually have it, I just want to keep it. I don't want to send it to the burn wallet. And guess what? I bet you there's a lot of people, probably more than not, that would actually choose to do that. But because of our design for the smart contract, you're not only receiving the NFT and these other projects and the utility benefits, but by receiving that Safemoon, if you truly want that Safemoon to be sent to the burn wallet, then send it to the burn wallet. You have the opportunity to do that from our system, right? Instead of me forcing people's hands to do it, I can make the best of both worlds. So that was a realization I had yesterday. So
Yeah, I
you're going to
saw
get
that post and I got excited. I was like, whoa, so you can send it to us and then make us. And I'm like, well, I said burn it because I figured this was a throw in with Safemoon, that he was just going to burn some Safemoon supply. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But if I knew you could send it and then give us the choice, my vote would have been to keep the Safemoon. Because who doesn't want more Safemoon? I'm a Safemoon lover. A Safemoon. Yeah, you could. I'll say it. I'm a Safemoon lover.
right. And I think one of the arguments people will say with my line is that don't buy the NFT because if you want to help Safemoon, just buy Safemoon. And you know what? If that's all people want, if that's all they want, that's their right. That's their choice. But what I'm building is a collage. It's a collective of numerous things that by being a collective, you're able to leverage these benefits. And essentially, by buying my NFT of that $500 purchase, you're getting 50% of your purchase in the acquisition of these crypto projects in Metabusd coin, in Glow token, and in Safemoon. All of those are going back to your wallet. Those are not being sent to the rewards wallet. They're going back to you. That other $250, people should realize that that is essentially the entryway or the entry point for you as an NFT holder to be able to leverage all of the other perk benefits that we have, which are established from these partnerships. So to reap these additional rewards, the airdrops from the Metabusd coin, the ability for the crypto project Glow token to establish right off the bat that rewards pool wallet. Remember, they're taking tokens, they're taking money off of their side to put into this project. So that's a risk. So there has to be enough value that's there that justifies for them that this is a good move. Because once they do that, those tokens are not available to do for other things. They're now part of this project. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. This should help just increase all the partners involved. And I see great things with it. And it gives a lot more utility than just a normal NFT, which I own a lot of NFTs. And people are like, well, what do you get with your NFT? I'm like, I get into drawings. They give away things. That's great, but there's stuff here that's you get just by holding it, which is more powerful than, okay, I'm in a raffle and I have a 1 in 10,000 chance of winning a Lambo. Yes, I own an NFT that I have a chance of winning a Lambo, which is the enhanced NFTs. But other than that, my chances are 1 in 10,000. Am I going to win the Lambo? No. So the intrinsic value, basically now that NFT becomes the trading value once all the NFTs are sold and what they're going for. And of course, if you don't have a rare one, you get shafted. So it's like,
and to just kind of lightly touch on that, and it's nothing against the enhanced apes. The enhanced apes has their own benefits. They've got a lot of supporters for it as well. I've talked with the head, great people, right? With my NFTs, you mentioned about raffle giveaways. So you also touched on the fact that when you buy my NFT, you're getting Glow token back, which opts you in for the Glow token giveaways. That is true because of our partnership and how that has built out through the back end. But in addition to that, we will be holding our own giveaways. You said 1 in 10 for like a Tesla. So for ours, you actually have 25 different chances over the course of the existence of this project to win $2,000. So the way that we're going to do that is 10,000 NFTs. Every 2,000 NFTs that are minted, we've accumulated enough in our marketing wallet because there's marketing percentages from the minting sale that goes into that, which we are planning for that specific set of funds to be allocated for both marketing as well as we plan on doing game development. And so of the marketing funds, we acquired 2,000 NFTs minted. We have enough to be able to supply for the funding of this. Guess what? We have 5 different winners, 5 different NFT specific addresses, right? And each one that wins $2,000. So 5 winners after 2,000 mints, then we get to 4,000 mints. There's another 5 winner drawing. We get to 6,000 mints. You get the point. We keep doing that. So in total, there will be 25 different NFT contract addresses that will win $2,000 off of an initial minted price of a $500 NFT.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at the $500 and they, if they shy away from it and they go, "Oh, 500 is steep." But when you think about it, that you're getting back 25% in glow, whatever, I forgot the percentages you said, but you're getting crypto for
50% total.
50% total back in crypto. Essentially, you're paying $250 for an NFT and you're holding crypto that's earning you passive income. And then you can take that BUSD and do whatever you want with it, buy more crypto and turn it into a crypto cycle, which is what I tend to do with my passive income. And it just does this. And I buy more and then it just compounds. And a lot of that's over people's heads. But I do have a community question.
Sure.
On the moon, can I buy the NFT with Safemoon?
No, you'll be able to buy it with BUSD.
Perfect.
This will be listed on the Glow Token Marketplace, which is getting ready to launch next month. And there's actually, by the way, the marketplace and the partnership that we have, there's an extra benefit. I don't want to take away in case you got more questions that you want to ask right now, but I definitely want everyone to know about the affiliate referral system that they're building out with my project and why this is a really, really big deal.
Yeah, I know I saw that on some posts and I was like, okay, I know some people are going to be like, of course, affiliate referrals. And I know how that goes with people. And hey, if you got a platform and you have a voice, it's like, that's why I like Shillex. Nobody has to buy it. Nobody says, I just say, hey, here's an awesome project. Do with it as you may. People make their own choices. But I really like that you're giving back to people away. And anybody can do it. It doesn't mean just because you have an audience, like you can go online to your friends and you can get affiliate rewards from them. It's simple stuff. People just always come after the people who have the biggest reach. But unfortunately,
Speaking of giving back, I forgot to mention that of the minting, we actually have 2% that's going to charities through the smart contract. 1% will go to One Tree Planted, which will help plant trees, and then 1% goes to charity water. I felt that not only is this a nice way for me to help contribute from a humanitarian standpoint, some people can leverage, I keep using that word a lot, but I think it's a powerful term when you're talking about crypto and investments and such. And so it's like, well, how can we leverage this and that? But some people leverage that for tax write-offs because a portion of your purchase does go contribute towards charities. So there's that element that's in play as well. And also the ethos, the whole idea of eco warriors. You have these elements of nature, visual arts for the characters, which in of themselves, I feel that they look unique. It's not something you would stereotypically see of an art style when you go through a marketplace looking at what people have created for NFTs. So, having the water goes towards people, helping them with clean drinking water, and then the planting of trees so it can obviously help with reforestation as well. And then the affiliate system, just to lightly touch on that, guys, what's so important about this is that whether you're a big influencer or you're not an influencer at all, if you post a link and somebody goes to buy it, congratulations, you are now an influencer. You had an influence on someone. Somebody could go on Twitter who has no followers and they use the hashtags that's just trying to get some search discovery. They use the referral link when the marketplaces goes up. They will get a percentage of the NFT sale if somebody buys that. And then what we're looking to build out is in perpetuity. It's ongoing royalties. So Greek, what that would mean is that if you posted the link, somebody goes into your link, buys one of the NFTs, then they sell that NFT to someone else on the same marketplace. Guess what? Because you were the initial person that provided that link, that second sale, you would also get a percentage of that second sale. So what if somebody buys the NFT for $500? You get your percentage cut of that. But then in addition to that, they sell it to somebody else for, let's just say, $1,000. Guess what? You get a percentage of that $1,000 purchase. If they sell it again to someone else for another $1,000, maybe they're just trying to break even, right? guess what? You get another percentage of that. So it's like as if you're getting an artist royalty, but you're receiving that benefit through the affiliate-based system. And that's what's really powerful, because we really haven't seen that in proliferation in the space. The only thing I've heard recently of just starting to come from another marketplace is the standard affiliation. Just, like somebody uses your affiliate link, they buy the NFT, you get a one-time percentage bonus. We're looking to add this in perpetuity.
So this is lifetime royalties for the
Yes.
whole life. That's crazy.
Yeah. Now,
I love
I
it.
believe, I'm not the coder on this, but I believe that it would be restrictive to the NFT being traded on the same marketplace.
Okay.
So if it got traded out onto another platform, then that might not be a circumstance, but I would have to double check on that.
Either way, that's just another way to spread word. And especially when you're trying to grow an NFT line, giving incentives like that really helps. And for people to say, well, I'm a small time person, how can I? It takes one act. You grow slowly. So it's like, don't say, I don't have a chance and view that as a negative, because I hate when people do that. Anybody can do anything. Everybody's got a voice, and it's how you use your voice. And if you want to spread the word, you can make it happen regardless of how big or small you are. So this is a great way for small time people as well as us who are on YouTube every day to just, hey, if you want to buy an NFT line, this is it. Boom. There you go. Once again, we never force people to buy. We just give them the options and the information.
Oh, I got another utility to mention to you. So I got a question in Greek. Do you go to clubs, or do you know anyone that has a history of going to clubs in the real world?
I used to go to clubs, but now I don't drink, but I have friends. They all go to clubs, yes.
So my NFTs will be back coded. There's a collective set of NFTs, and in this group, it allows you access to specific real clubs in the world. And so by owning my NFT and being coded in that same group, that will qualify for people to be able to have entry into those clubs in the real world. So that's another added utility for my NFTs that we're adding.
I actually like that. That adds like a little perk, and people are like, haha, look what I got.
Yeah, exactly. To help kind of show it off a little bit. And
I
maybe
know I have
people
the
are, what
Playboy
is that?
Rabbitars, and there's some stuff that you can be like, oh, I can get on this yacht party. But it's like, yeah, if every NFT holder shows up, yeah, you're
You need a bigger yacht.
But it's just something that gives a utility, and that's better than just the artwork. And I think utility is the main thing with NFTs, and that will, I think, the future of NFTs. I mean, the previous NFTs, yeah, you have this ape, but what does it do? It's just a picture. But now we're moving the space, and that's why I tell people you got to think outside the box, the future. And that's why I said the future is now with this NFT line, because it really is. I'm not just saying that because I like the line. I'm saying that because I actually see where the NFT is moving. And, before people were like, oh, you can put your house deed on the NFT as an NFT. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But like, this is what we need to push for.
Right. And, one of the things that I'm also really trying to emphasize is the capabilities of NFTs to work with multiple projects, because that's definitely a common occurrence that we see in the space, is that this NFT is with this one specific project. But let me ask you, what do you feel has more potential for growth and more potential as an impact? A community that's built up of 20, or two communities working together, one of 20 and one of 50?
Two communities.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So the fact that you succeed, I succeed, it's one of those mentalities in almost every respect of the word with this NFT line.
Yeah. That's what I really like, that it's bringing things together and we see the cookie cutter, now you get a coin, okay, a token. They come out, then they're like, oh, let's create our swap. Then let's create our NFT line. It's like, okay, if everybody's doing it, then that loses its value. And then it's harder and harder to sell those, keep it up. But if you have multiple projects saying, hey, we got this one person working on the whole swap feature and uniting DeFi, and then we can get the other one doing the NFT line that draws everybody in together. This is where I see the bigger impact, where you can get like 10 people and they all have their perfect things going on, and now you really rise the tide way
Yes.
faster than just everybody doing the cookie cutter thing, because it's very easy. Oh, let's create our exchange. Let's create our swap. How many swaps do you need out there? How many
Yeah.
how many NFT lines? Not everybody goes, oh, now it's time for, we have a coin. Now let's create an NFT line. But it's like, really, is that the best thing moving forward? And I'm like, oh, this connects everything and it ties everything in wonderfully. I'm like, this is the way to go. That's what I like.
Yeah. And I mean, look, let's go back to the basics on this. You own Safemoon, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You had to move money from somewhere else to acquire that Safemoon, correct?
Yeah.
And that money that you acquired came from somewhere else, correct?
True.
Okay. So money is designed to be exchanged. That is its basic design. So the fact that we can incorporate that into a project that has multiple crypto communities means that we can have the flow of money go from one project into another and provide extra substance and help to alleviate some of the key factors that would normally cause a project to drop, right? So we aren't selling these tokens. In fact, we're setting them off to the side and locking those. But the BUSD, because of the protocol, because of the fact that it's not just a printed picture like we were talking about before, this is actual coding, it's software. Because of those elements, then we can leverage that BUSD to then reinvest back into the same projects, increase the actual supply that's inside of these rewards wallets, thereby providing more BUSD earnings and continuing the cycle, meaning that everyone that is not in that rewards wallet, which is, it's everyone, right? Everyone else is now going to benefit because there's less tokens in circulating supply, meaning that as communities come in on these projects, guess what? You're going to have to pay a little bit more if you want it because there's not as much that exists.
And this is what I want to explain to people. We are in a terrible market. Everybody's like, oh, it's terrible, terrible. This is the positive. What he just said here is like, you have a bear market and he's creating buy pressure, constant buy pressure. There is no sell pressure with this. It's creating buy pressure for all these projects, which is helping raise the tide. And this is great. We don't want sell pressure. And I'm sure, yeah, once they get the crypto in their wallets, they can do with whatever they want. But as long as the line is not creating any sell pressure, it's only creating positivity for all the projects involved. And that's a great thing, especially in this bear market. I don't like bringing it up because it's.
But let's actually touch on that for just a second. Is it a good idea to launch an NFT line like this with a $500 price tag when we are considerably at that bottom of the bear market? This could be a dead cat bounce. We could actually see the price start to crash down even further. That is a very real possibility, right? Time will tell. And this line is going to be, it's planned to be launched for next month. It's dependent upon the marketplace. There's some additional conversations, but yeah, it's likely to come out next month. But let me ask you this. When they say be fearful when people are greedy and be greedy when people are fearful, what does that tell you, Greek?
It tells me that now's the time to buy. And I've been saying this, it's not just a saying, load up before we go up. There's no guarantee we go up with any project, but I'm just saying, if you believe in what's going on, right here is the best time to get in, especially creating use case with this project. Buy pressure, buy pressure. If you get in early and you get the tokens early, you get a more quantity of tokens. It will benefit you more in the end.
And you hit the nail on the head. I mean, again, as you said, I'll say it myself. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, guys. Go do your own research on all this. But those partnerships that we have, of the $500 we're talking about, approximately 50% going back to you guys as the acquisition of those crypto, right? It's like as if you went in and bought those crypto at these low prices that we're at right now. So if everything starts to come back up, and there are communities for these crypto projects, it's not like they haven't even launched yet. It's not like that. They do have a community size that shows support for this. And what do you guys think is going to happen? If this NFT line starts popping and these projects see a substantial percentage increase, and publicly you look at that and you say, well, what's the causation? What caused this crypto project's price to go up 50% today? oh, look, I can see the transaction history. There's a massive amount of buy orders that are all the exact same amount. And that happens to be in line with the NFTs. So you put 2 and 2 together, right? You say, hey, because people are buying these NFTs, it's having an impact on this project. So then that makes the project itself sound more interesting. People may not then even go buy my NFTs. They may go buy the actual just crypto itself because people like to make profits, right? So
That is
it's
true.
this complementary system. It's an ecosystem where everything can communicate with one another. I spent 6 months working on this project, and about 5 months of that, I didn't say anything about this publicly. And it's evolved. I've had a lot of conversations, feedback on things, and I was like, oh, that made me think of something else, or saying, you know what, that's actually a great idea. I'm not going to say I came up with every single idea myself, but just the fact that I had these conversations has put it into a place where I am really, really excited about this project. And I feel like this is a great opportunity for so many reasons, for so many people.
Yeah, and
And
I
it can
think
do some real good.
a lot of people don't realize as that rewards wallet builds higher and higher and higher, and the BUSD gets higher and higher and higher, the purchases of the cryptos are going to be higher and higher and higher. So you can have bigger buys, more buy pressure. It's it's just a good thing, especially in the market and how everything's going. Plus, there's a lot of benefits getting in early with everything. I'm going to be a day one buyer of it. I've already said that, but a lot of people, if the 500 is too steep, there's ways to get around that. Splitting it with somebody, they can do whatever they want, but I'm going to be a day one buyer.
You want to hear something incredible? So when
What?
we talk about BUSD reflection tokens, we talked about Glow token and Metabusd coin. Both of those give that BUSD. So these two official partners to start with do the same end goal, which is that BUSD. And that BUSD is what we're talking about. We buy into the projects. That's a once a week purchase that we do on our back end. We buy into those partner projects. But let me ask you, Greek. Okay, you buy the NFT, you get back the Glow token and the Metabusd coin. Okay. Now, let's say you, by receiving that kickback, you say, you know what? I want to go ahead and recoup some of my money right now, anyways. I'm going to go ahead and sell the Glow token. You have every right to do so. There is nothing restricting you from the Glow token that you received from selling that. So let's say you do that. So technically, from the smart contract, when you bought the NFT, there was a buy order that caused the price to go up. But when you sold the Glow token that you received as a kickback, that's a sell order, which causes the price to go down, right? But because of the design of these protocols of Glow token, of Metabusd coin, whether you buy or you sell, that's trading volume. And there's percentages that goes to the BUSD. And so when the BUSD acquires that, that is a mechanic that can help buy those dips. It helps alleviate that impact on sell pressure. So even if people in mass go and buy these NFTs and like everybody sold the Glow token that they received back, that buy order that comes in will help alleviate that pressure of that took place from those sells. So there's a higher probability here. That's my point. There's a higher probability here of having a substantial impact on the price going up, because you're not just receiving Glow token, you're receiving Glow token that gives you BUSD. So you have less incentive in its own design to wanting to sell your Glow token,
I
right?
think
Why would you want to sell it if you see the price of Glow token is going up, and because it's going up, you're getting BUSD? So you're earning something stable that you never even had to sell the crypto. And you just keep holding it as people keep minting more of these NFTs. And then you're still entered in for giveaways to win $2,000. And you get the point. There's a lot here.
on my channel, I've done Glow videos in the past, and I've always shown the BUSD rewards calculator. When you see just like the rewards you can earn based on what you hold, and like $125 worth of that NFT, a Glow right now, the BUSD rewards you would earn on just simple volume metrics, like with this creating volume, creating that by volume, that's going to go up. And just seeing that, you can earn really well BUSD rewards, and then you can take those and buy more Glow, which is what I would do, or buy more in every project and just keep siphoning. It's just,
Yeah.
I just see positive things. I don't see any negativity. I'm sure somebody out there will find negativity, but you know what? Innovation it's always has its skeptics, you know.
And here's another thing too, is exposure for cross-community marketing, which is it's provision free, right? The thing is, if you get the NFT and you see you got XYZ as benefits, okay, that are tied to these, let's say 2-3 different crypto projects, but you are only aware of one. You only know of what one is, how it works. Maybe you heard of it. Maybe you own it, right? And you're like, that's cool. I'm actually receiving a benefit for this thing that I'm familiar with. But you find out that by owning my NFT, you're actually getting multiple things. You now have the opportunity to explore what these other projects are. And by exploring them, that creates an open door opportunity for buy orders. You getting the NFT, sure, you get the order of the crypto sent to you automatically because of the smart contract. But because of that exposure and you've seen the research behind it, you may now very well go say, you know what, I'm going to drop $100 or $5,000, $50,000 in the other crypto that you just learned about. Why? Because you see the benefits of the NFT project, you see the benefits of their own crypto project, and you feel like they have that room for growth and that there's a potential impact on their price because of the association with this NFT project. So just that alone could mean we could see more buy orders from people independently going and buying these crypto projects just because of them being exposed from the NFT purchase.
Exactly. Like every time I buy into a crypto, I'm like, well, let's add some more today. And I keep adding and I go like sprinkle it around all of it. It's hard. That's what I tend to do. So I can see a lot of people doing that. And also, when you have more cryptos involved, it just gives it this sense of, okay, this is bigger than just one little thing where, and people get that sense of, okay, I'm doing good and this is more secure and they feel better. If it's not just
Bingo.
one party and it's all about security, like when you see, oh, this, you know, if a crypto line, if you own an NFT in a single project and that project fails, not, it happens, you're done. But if you have 4 projects or however many into the NFT, you're like, oh, that's security right there.
You literally, I'm not even kidding you. You took the words out of my mouth. I was going to lead into that as the next thing, but yes, you totally knocked that out of the park. If you have more than one crypto project, if there is some weird vulnerability that happens internally with that crypto project, this project still exists and it still has massive benefits because of all the other projects that are still in play. So the NFT project doesn't collapse. It's sustained because it has a strong foundation. It's not a foundation built off of one pillar. It's got many pillars that add additional support.
Yeah. And one other thing, I know the charity aspect, you the 1% to charity waters and 1% to the plants, right? The trees.
One tree planted.
One tree planted. On top of that, for people who actually like the charity aspect, Glow is a charity token. So if you buy this, the more volume in Glow, the bigger their charity wallet becomes, and you're helping multiple charities. They pick one every month. They have a community vote. So this is like a great thing for outside charities as well with Glow and doing what they're doing. It's amazing things. And people don't realize how much buying one NFT can affect a whole ecosystem and help people outside. And that's one of the main things that I like too. It's not only about helping holders and helping people, it's about helping outsiders, helping strangers, doing good in the world. Because what's life worth if you're not doing good in the world, if you're not spreading positivity, joy, and just being in a community with people? And that's what I like most is the charity aspect. And that's a great thing.
At the same time, you got some cool looking art, right? You can set as a profile picture if you want. You can show it off to your friends, post it on Instagram. It still has that basic fundamental value of an NFT, which is the tradable assets. I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry already with NFTs. Most of these NFTs, you know where they're traded on? They're traded on Ethereum. We're on Binance. So just that alone, right? We talked earlier about the $500. We kind of explained how the 250 back that you're getting from the forms of the crypto purchases, it's putting in buy orders because of the tokens and the tokenomics. You're not going to receive the exact equivalent of the $250, but that's because of the the tokenomics of the crypto projects, right?
Exactly.
But when you look at that, you got to realize that when you really look into the NFT market, NFTs can be very, very expensive, and they don't have anything, nothing. I'm not even talking one utility. It's literally just a digital image. That is it. We have this entire video of all the stuff that you guys have been hearing, and I plan to add additional utilities through these partnerships and adding in more partnerships. So there's scalability, there's more potential growth moving forward with this project. Like, I want this project to succeed. Again, it's an ability where we all can succeed because of this. And I want this to be a staple child for what NFTs can do moving forward. So being on Binance, man, you pay almost nothing in gas fees.
I will be the first. I was just going to say, I bought an NFT on OpenSea, on Ethereum. It was $600 for the NFT. My gas fees was $189 on top of the $600 for the NFT. $189 just paying Ethereum gas. So for anybody who complains about, Binance, 40 cents basically is your gas. Like, oh, I'll take that any day.
Yeah.
And then when you go to sell it on Ethereum, just to list it on OpenSea, I got to pay a $160 gas fee just to list the thing. So I can't even list the NFT now because I don't have $160 in Ethereum, and I refuse to buy Ethereum right now. But
Yeah,
it's just crazy.
I mean, we could see that change in the future, but as it is right now, the idea of a reflection model that gives you stable coin, there's numerous projects that exist on the Binance Smart Chain that have that form of tokenomics. So the fact that there's multiple projects that have a similar design mechanic, but independently each project is building out their own utilities, their own independent partnerships. Maybe they're building out their own metaverse, that kind of thing, right? Them as a company, that will add more value to that project, to that token, outside of just the tokenomics, right? So there's more utility. Well, yeah, then that makes this project more desirable for these things as compared to this one. They still both have a gimmick, which is they give USD rewards. But why would you want one over the other? And it's because of those utility designs, specific applications, etc. But then we can take that cross communication and build it within our ecosystem and help strengthen all of it. Like you said, help raise the sales, help raise the tide. Similar verbiage.
Yeah, I like that. Everybody rises together. There's no sense in this space. I just don't like it when people say, well, I don't like that project. I don't like this project. Hey, we all have when one goes, they all go. Like, you can't just, all of DeFi has to work together to unite and come together because, we're all fighting the same goal. Everybody's fighting the same goal, and Safemoon people, they're all, sometimes they do get kind of crazy and maxy, but it's okay. We there's space for other projects, and we all want everything to do good.
Yeah, I can understand people want to make sure that their assets are protected, that people have the right intentions, that people go the right way. It's an unfortunate thing that there's a collective group of people who are very paranoid about things. And I hope that at least in this specific AMA that we've done so far, that if anyone goes back through and they listen through this space, it should be clear to people. I've put a lot of time, I've put a lot of effort into this. I have a lot of compassion. I have a lot of passion for this project, and I have compassion for other people's money. And I chose these partners because of their reputations, because of what they're trying to develop. I see potential growth. I like the design mechanics of it itself. And I feel that this is a great opportunity for everyone. I feel it's a great opportunity for absolutely everyone. And I'm just really excited to get this launched and for people to start sending out testimonials, like starting to see those people post on social medias that are not afraid to speak out vocally and say what they've seen as gains and benefits from purchasing these NFTs. And if it takes a little bit of time because not enough people are able or willing to buy the NFTs, all it takes is a couple people to speak out and really like show, look, this is why this is valuable for me. Here's where I started. Here's where I'm at now. That alone could shift many people's mindsets on this project. And the longer that the project is out, it still exists. There's no rug pull, which again, like, how are we going to rug pull this thing? The crypto that's inside the rewards wallet is locked by their own team projects. Glow as a team will lock those tokens in our rewards wallet. Metabusd coin, when those tokens go into the rewards wallet, they will lock it from their internal side, right? So I'm trying to alleviate all these other avenues for people to be concerned about.
And you got two parties, one's watching the other party, so it's like it's very hard to then. That's just a security feature in itself for me. I'm not saying anything's not going to be secure, and I see this project too. Word of mouth is going to be huge. As soon as you start buying one and you see the rewards, I think it's one of those things where once people start telling it, they'll be like, "Oh, okay, okay." And I'm sure you're going to have people, "Well, can't I just buy the crypto and not buy the NFT?" And I'm like, but they don't see the bigger picture, and that's happens a lot with people.
Right. You know, I would say it's kind of like this. Why should you buy a Swiss Army knife when you could just buy a knife?
Because the Swiss Army knife cuts.
Well, I mean, it has all these other tools
That's
that come
true.
with it, right? So if you're looking for just a knife for your kitchen, i.e., this metaphor that we're using here is like, well, why should I buy the NFT? I should just buy the crypto itself. Well, the fact that you're buying the NFT, you still have a digital art, right? The bare essence of everything. I talk about all these other things, but it's NFT. It's a digital art. There's still that baseline that has traded value of itself. But then because the additional utilities we're building in, for example, the airdrops that come into the NFT holders themselves for the Metabusd coin, you could buy Metabusd coin if you want, but guess what? You're just going to earn BUSD reflections. You're not going to be getting airdrops of the actual token sent to your wallet for free. That's something that comes in line with the NFT. That's just an example. Additional utilities that we build out, the entries for the giveaways. Guess what? Like, you can own Metabusd coin, but do you think that qualifies you for the $2,000 giveaway that we're doing to 25 different people over the course of the minting? No. So we talked about numerous things. Again, these are just a couple examples of that. But yeah, I mean, if you want a knife, just go buy Safemoon. If you want a Swiss Army knife that has more than one function, and there are people out there that obviously they want a Swiss Army knife. Nobody should have the audacity to go to someone else and say, hey, you should not buy that Swiss Army knife. Don't buy it. I'm not going to let you. You know, like, it's almost like that mentality. Like, I will do like this, almost aggressive. I will do everything I can to make sure you don't buy that Swiss Army knife. It's like, whoa, dude, chill out. Okay. I get it. You just want the knife. Just go buy that crypto if that's all you want. But if you want to get all these other cool things, then go buy my NFT.
And that's what I like. It's coming from the creator. Buy if you want to buy. You don't have to buy. And see, that's the number one thing. Nobody forces your hand in anything. Remember, we always say do your own research. There's a reason. You're responsible for your money. You have nobody to blame but yourself when things go south if you've done your research. Don't say, I listened to this guy on YouTube. Because anybody who listens to me on YouTube knows that I'm a fool who just likes to entertain. That's my goal. And educate as much as I can. But I'm just saying, do your own research and trust yourself. And always trust yourself. Don't listen to anybody with what they're saying online because they have ulterior motives that sometimes favor, who knows what it favors, but it doesn't favor you. Just take it and go through it and make your sound decision. You'll be happier in the end. That's just my spiel. For some people, it's tough for them to grasp that. So I think we are going to end it here. This was amazing AMA. I like to keep it short so people go back, they can grasp all the information. As it gets closer to launch, we may do another one of these if you're up to it.
Yeah, I'm up for it.
Yeah, just to keep the word out. And I know it doesn't hurt to get the word out ever. This is an amazing project. So remember, we are not financial advisors. Always do your own research. Go to the Eco Warriors Twitter page if you're watching this up to this point. I appreciate all you that are, and go follow and keep up with the updates. Crypto has actually been tweeting a lot more on that page, and you'll see me retweet it almost every tweet. I have my notifications on now for the Eco Warriors page, so I have been retweeting it. Sometimes I don't always see it because I have a lot of notifications on Twitter, but I do my best. So just follow it, and there's no pressure to buy, but this is a great project, and just be positive. Don't spread hate. Don't spread negativity. Don't spread FUD, because we all rise together. Any closing words?
Yeah, so just a couple of final things. So if you guys go to the Twitter account, it's at Team Eco Warriors, Greek DeFi. I don't know if you're able to share that. I don't know if I'm able to type it in there, if I have permissions to do that. But on Twitter, it's at Team Eco Warriors. We are very close to having the website done. So if you want a text-based, comprehensive coverage or recap, I should say, of the key points for our project, when the website is public, you can have that as a resource, and I would include that in the bio of the Twitter account. We are still making some update changes, so just be patient with us. I know we're right around the corner, trying to get that up as soon as possible. And I will probably tomorrow share some sample images in just like a regular tweet, so people can get some ideas of some of the variations. You can clearly see from the profile picture one example, but I'll go ahead and do a tweet out of a couple more, how you can see some of the features being mixed and matched. And, you can clearly see here some of the elements of nature. There's some of the plant that's there. There's fire. There's the lux, which is the light. And yeah, that's basically it. I want to thank you so much, Greek, for doing this with me. You're actually the first content creator that I've been able to get onto and do a video talking about my project.
Oh,
It means a lot, man.
Anytime. I love the project. I love Glow. I air all their spaces on my channel. We got a space tomorrow with Cypher Token, so anybody who wants to watch that will be on my channel or on Twitter Spaces if you go in. So I love all of you. Stay positive and stay positive in this market. I know it's down, but what's down doesn't always stay down. It usually rises higher than ever before. Not financial advice, but stay positive. Love you all.